Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Winston-Salem Preparatory Academy, where tonight we are playing the Hoops Cities Invitational, presented by Champion. And we're off to a fast start, number 5 for IC Norman Fields with the three-point basket. That is Travis Fields, a 5'10 senior for the team. And there's a big challenge right there in the middle. RJ Reynolds, big man, number 10, Kia Pruitt, who's a senior, 6'7", goes up, ball blocked, but there was going to be a foul on that. We'll get you set up with our starting lineups in just a few, but we just had a great game between Middleburg and the host team, Winston-Salem Prep Academy. But right now we have RJ Reynolds and IC NorCom. RJ Reynolds Demons versus IC NorCom Greyhounds. There's a rebound, gets it out about 18 feet. There's a nice spin move. Unable to get any of the backboard. There's the rebound by NorCom. NorCom is going to push. They're going to slow it down on the right wing. Number 15, Ingram is going to swing it all the way around to the left wing. Number 3, Pope. Pope gets it back to Ingram. Ingram back to Pope. Pope looking to swing it back to number 2, Davis. Davis gets it back to Pope. Pope is going to drive baseline, throws it to the RJ Reynolds coach. Oh, good save by number 5, Fields. There's the ball back out to Pope. Pope gets it to 2. Davis, there's a three-point basket, no make, and number 3, Pope is everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, there might be 2 people out there wearing 3 in that red. That kid has been everywhere in this possession.
Might be RJ Reynolds just, when the shot goes up, they're just looking at the ball while NorCom's fighting for offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that was a very intense possession, but if that's what we're going to get for this game, this is going to be a great one.
Oh, yeah.
So NorCom is going to bring it down. Blackard is going to be the point guard, and he's going to bring it across the timeline, gets it over to number 11, Freeman. Freeman gets it back to Pruitt. Pruitt is going to swing it over to the right wing, number 22, Henry. Henry is going to get the turnover, and there's the ball coming all the way back. Number 23, NorCom, puts it up, unable to make the basket. There's the offensive rebound. Number 23 gets another one right. He sets it back up. Pope, long distance shot, unable to make it. Ingram picks it up, and they're going to slow it down now.
It's their 3rd offensive rebound in less than 2 minutes.
So there it is. They slowed the game down just a little bit. There's the pump fake behind the three-point arc. They're going to slow it down. They're going to use a little bit of that clock just to get a good set on the offensive side. There's a shot out there, number 12, Gordon, unable to get it, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to be RJ Reynolds.
With Reynolds playing this 2-3 zone, they're kind of vulnerable not to box out, which is leading to a lot of offensive rebounds by NorCom early in the ball game.
And in the conversation we had just in the last game about your interest in shoes, RJ Reynolds is sponsored by Michael Jordan. How cool is that?
Yeah. So everything they touch is Jordan.
Yes. And black and gold, great colors right there. So they're going to swing it over, number 30. Gets it to Henry. Henry over to 11. Freeman puts the ball up, unable to get the rebound. There's going to be the stoppage. There's going to be the inbounds play. Gets it over to 22. 22 moves it over to Blackard. Blackard back to Freeman. Freeman to Blackard. Unable. And they have some confusion on the play. So right now trying to slow it down. The score right now is 3-1. 5-18 and rolling.
Yep. The NorCom looking to be a little more patient. Well, never mind. Take that back. Travis Fields throws up another three-pointer. He's 1 for 3 to start the game off behind the distance.
Pruitt gets it in. Into the paint. There's the ball up high. Yep. Oh, wow. That was quick hang time right there. Yeah. There's going to be a good catch right there off the ball. Fields is going to get the ball back. Back to Pope. There's going to be the basket. And that's going to be a 3, and that puts the lead up 6-1. IC NorCom has come to play today.
Yep. Looks like they put up triple the amount of shots that Reynolds has already, able to build that 6-1 lead. Let's see if Reynolds can calm down a little bit and start running their offense. Up.
It's going to be a three-point basket by Henry. Attempt unable, and the ball is going to go back. So now let's get the starting lineups for you. R.J. Reynolds is going to have number 5. Number 5, Will Blacker, a senior point guard, 5'9". Akia Pruitt, a senior power forward, listed at 6'7", but he's probably 2 inches taller than that, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Freeman, a senior 2-guard combination, 6'5". Amir Henry, number 22, power forward, small forward, 6'3", and then 10 Henry, power forward, small forward, 6'3" as well. There's the ball up. There's the rebound for R.J. Reynolds, and we'll get the IC NorCom starting lineup in a second. All right, we're going to refresh the IC NorCom lineup for you. Number 2, Kevin Davis, junior forward, 6'6". Number 3, Tommy Pope, a sophomore guard, 5'11". Number 5, Travis Fields, a name that we've heard a lot already this game, a senior guard, 5'10". Number 12, Jalen Gordon, a senior forward, 6'6". And number 15, Travis Ingram, a junior guard, 6'3". So there's our lineups, and we are ready to finish out this first quarter very strong. 3:45 rolling, 6-1. IC NorCom up over R.J. Reynolds.
Yeah, still a very low-scoring first quarter.
Very.
Neither team seems to get in the rhythm offensively, even though NorCom's put up at least triple the amount of shots that Reynolds has already.
All right. And as you said, R.J. Reynolds running that 2-3 zone.
Yep.
And it takes a little bit of patience for NorCom to set up the offense, which is a good thing you see in the high school team if they can notice that and just set the offense in. There's the entry pass into the paint, and there it is off the glass, unable to make it. Number 34, Clark had the opportunity. Oh, and we get into the game a little bit.
Should have shot that one.
Yeah, I should have, and it was an errant pass, so, you know, obviously I'm not a point guard. I'm still a combination, still working on that. Oh, and there's some hang time right there with Ingram. Ingram gets his own rebound, fights in the middle, and there's 2 points for the swing man for NorCom.
NorCom's got a lot of fight right now, way more than Reynolds has right now. That's how they began to got this 8-2 point lead in the first quarter.
There you go. And then Pruitt is going to swing it out to 22-22, who was Henry, unable to hit that. Blackard unable to get the rebound. Number 5, Pope pushing it, gets it over to Ingram. Ingram back to number 5, Fields. Akiva Pruitt is going to get the rebound on that. So Blackard is going to push. He gets it over to Henry. Henry spots up for the three-point basket off the back rim. And then Ingram. There are no loose balls that R.J. Reynolds is coming up with. And Ingram back. And this is a game right now for the hustle plays for NorCom.
Yeah, that's the only reason why they're beating them, just because of hustle, and energy and intensity. They're playing with a bunch of passion right now on their way to that 8-point lead, just holding – who's this? Reynolds to a 2-point first quarter so far.
There's the ball in the middle, and there's a play at the rim. Henry gets the ball blocked right back into his face. And this is a great game. If anyone is in a situation where you want to show your team how to play with effort. Yep. Now, we're not saying that NorCom doesn't have skill at all. Right. But the effort to go along with the skill just makes it just a hill that Reynolds cannot seem to climb at all.
Reynolds is gonna have to match their intensity in order to get themselves back in this game, or we might be in for a game just like we had earlier today. This might be what our Reynolds want to do. They might want to get down, playing a little rope-a-dope, just to come back and make this game interesting.
So Freeman at the line. We have our first substitution. Broadnax comes out. No, Blacker comes out and Broadnax comes in. Freeman misses both of the free throws. There's an offensive rebound, number 30, Henry. He's going to go to the line, so that's 2 fouls. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. IC NorCom 10 and R.J. Reynolds 2. First free throw up and good. Second free throw, Good. So 2 points for Henry, cutting the lead to 6 points. So Coach Goolsby is calling out to NorCom, getting the play together, and there's a lot of motion going on for NorCom. There's Ingram on the driving kick, gets it out. He swings it over to number 10, Fentrells, and there's a – oh, ladies and gentlemen, everyone stood up waiting for the dunk, and Henry let everybody down. I guess he was going for the 2 points. Right now it's the time just to get points, so he made sure. So that's a good situation, but, you know, we want to see some highlights sometime.
I guess, yeah. You 6'5", you dunk the ball. There's no if and buts. Dunk the ball.
Hawk smash. That's what that should have been right there. Oh, three-point basket, number 22 for IC NorCom.
Deshaun Roberts.
Deshaun Roberts.
Uh-oh. Time to go to work.
Yeah.
Tim Henry says time to go to work. Just give him the ball. Feed the post. It's time to go to work.
Under a minute remaining. Ingram gets the ball at the top of the key. He swings it over to the right side. Number 10, Pruitt, has the ball. Gets it over to Deshaun Roberts. Roberts is going to swing it back over to number 5, Pope. Number 5, Fields, excuse me. Ingram is going to hold. There's the look at the shot. Ingram looks to be the setup guy. He looks to be the wingman that does a lot of the work.
We got a civilian walking on the court, not caring.
Yeah.
Hey, get out of here, guy.
I think he's too much worried about any contact on that one. There's a take down the hole. Akia Pruitt with the rebound, and then there's going to be a foul going the other way. So 15.9 seconds. R.J. Reynolds has the possession. And that's going to bring in number 14, Bilal, Yahya Bilal. That's always a good one for broadcasters. We love great names. So Yahya Bilal. We hope we get to say his name quite a few times a day.
I might change my name to Yahya. Everything I say, people say Yahya.
Freeman gets the ball over to Pruitt, and Pruitt shows some range. 3-point basket on the play. And the ball is going to end, and that's going to be 13-11. So there was a whole lot of passion, but only 2 points, not a whole lot of a lead.
Yeah, well, at least R.J. Reynolds was able to come back, put together a little 8-2 run just to get back in this game at the end of the first quarter.
There we go. So first quarter comes to an end, 13-11. Second of a doubleheader for your broadcasters. My name is David Oliver, and I have next to me the great Greensboro analyst, Mr. L.A. Logan.
Anywhere you want it, I can give it to you.
Hey, that is what we like to hear. So we got a couple more Jordans coming across. Tell us about those. What's going on with those? Those are actually some of my favorites, the blue and white ones. I never knew.
Oh, those are some 6 lows, blue and white, fresh to death. Wait, 7 lows. Blue and white. The other man got like the African pattern design 7s. So we got a bunch of them. Every other person in the gym is wearing Jordans. But that's thanks to the Reynolds basketball team.
Yes. And that is a good look. I don't care what. If you play basketball, and especially on Tobacco Road, if you are sponsored by Jordan, that's a great thing. You can tell everybody around the country about that. So action comes back in, start of the second quarter. There's going to be the dribble drive from number 5, Fields. Fields gets it over to Pope. Pope stows an Aaron's pass, but number 2, Davis, relieves him. Fields has it at the top of the key. Davis gets the ball. He's another tall guard right there. He gets the ball right at free throw line and knocks down the 2-point basket, putting the lead back up to 4.
Yep. Good looking shot by Tony Pope. Able to get that one dribble, put the shot up. Just basic fundamentals.
Number 11, Freeman. He hasn't been able to get exactly what he wants, and then Pruitt right there with the turnover.
Yep.
So his ball's going to come back to NorCom.
Got to be able to keep those feet down to be able to make that pass. I know he's a much better player than he's showing us.
Fields bringing the ball down slow. Again, allowing that set to come in, and there's Davis with another shot, unable to get it. There's Pope with the rebound. Pope is going to give it over to Fields. Fields is accosted by and nice.
That move by Ingram right there was a move of a prospect.
But Fields is going to get it over to Ingram. Travis Ingram. So with 2 Travises on the court, we're going to go ahead and go with the last name. Freeman knocks down the shot.
Oh, man,
there's
he's
Davis.
feeling it.
Yeah, Davis came in with the heat check immediately. So he's just
throwing them up.
Yeah, so he's taking 3 shots, knocked down 1, but I think he's going to put 1 more up just to make sure. You know, it could be a cold net.
Oh, yeah. He's got the flu.
There's Yaya Bilal with the drive and the basket off the square. Good play by Yaya Bilal. Score is 17-13.
Senior guard able to come in off the bench, get some production for his coach and his teammates.
Excuse me, score is 17-15. Yaya Bilal brings it back within 2. He's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 1. Looks back, checks on his guards.
Where this team getting all these plates from? I mean, you got 4 starving guys just sitting right here, and ain't nobody even offered.
I think they kind of want us to get through this because I'm thinking if that food is as good as it smells, we probably won't make it through the game.
we're gonna start a new trend: eating on camera.
There's Davis. There's that second shot.
Yeah.
I think Davis is now done with his shots on that one because that was another shot that wasn't probably intended to go up.
Well, if he's a scorer, he's going to continue to shoot the ball. That's what scorers do. They continue to shoot. They might have a stretch where they go 0 for 4, 0 for 5, but then they might come back for you and hit 7 straight. So you don't ever want to tell a kid not to shoot. Just tell a kid to take better shots.
Ah, got you. See, there it is. There's that wisdom and analysis from Mr. L.A. Logan. That's what we need on this show. That's exactly what we need right there.
It's only the truth.
You know, so we got Akia Pruitt at the line shooting 1, knocks it down on the 1-and-1.
Hey, excuse us for this big, tall guy that's in the left eye screen, taking up a little bit of the view. Try to get this guy out of the way as quick as possible.
Ingram up top. He's going to swing it over to number 22. Number 22, Roberts. Roberts gets it back over to Pope. Pope gets it to Roberts. Roberts to Pope. Goes up against Pruitt. Pruitt stops it. Small forward, 6'2".
Yep. See,
number 23, Roberts.
Hey, if you extend that arm, it's
far wing position right there. There's a 3-point basket by number 22. Henry unable to get it. Kia Pruitt with the rebound, not there. And then Freeman is going to get the foul, or the foul is going to be on Freeman. He's going to go to the line.
Looks like Reynolds and NorCom switched jerseys. Well, now we're seeing Reynolds come out with the passion and energy, and NorCom's kind of took a step back.
Definitely. The energy has definitely flowed through the teams on that one. There's Freeman.
Nice looking shot by Freeman. 6'5" guard, man. I just don't know where all these 6'5", 6'6" guards coming from. You got multiples on both teams.
Yeah, it's the training now, you know, making sure that everyone has a wing game, being able to play that LeBron, Kevin Durant, Melo game. You know, sometimes you got to get down low sometimes as a big guy. As a 6'5" in high school, you know.
If anybody wants to replicate a game, there's one guy I would recommend, and that is Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, okay.
San Antonio Spurs. You want to be a ball player, just watch him play.
Kawhi Leonard, ladies and gentlemen. That is your expert tip from Mr. L.A. Logan. Freeman with another 2 points, and Freeman has come on this second half. There's a on the floor. It's going to be on the floor on the jump stop.
There's no continuation in high school.
Yeah, Coach Martin wanted the jump stop to be a travel, and there's going to be no continuation. So number 22, Roberts, is going to get the foul on the floor. Wait, what's going on?
I think the coach is mad because of the step through. He thinks it was a travel before the foul, but I think he got the contact before the travel. So,
gotcha. So they're actually going to give him in process of shooting, and he shot the first.
That should have been a 1-and-1, or if anything, he wasn't going up. Maybe they're in the. I don't know.
All right. So the referees are going to bring the coaches back in. They're going to talk to them.
So we're having another referee mishap like we did in our last game. We're trying to see what's going on with the refs and the calls and see what they call. I thought they called a foul. Now it looks like they're calling a travel.
So no foul has been taken off. Still 3 team fouls for RJ Reynolds. So what I'm guessing is,
I have no clue.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to piece this one together. We might have to talk to one of the officials on this one. So we'll see about that. Blackard is going to bring the ball up court, guarded heavily by number 23, Allison. Allison stays in front of him pretty well. Yep. Blackard gets the ball, gets it over to Freeman. Freeman again, who's come on a little bit heavier, a little bit stronger in the second quarter. Doing well. There's Blackard. He's going to be wide open for 3, and that is a knockdown jumper right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why Blackard's on the floor, to spread the floor and be able to hit that wide open tray ball.
There it is. So Daniels gets the ball. High wing, gets it into Ingram. Ingram makes a step, but Pruitt is not going to be there, not going to allow that. Ingram gets the ball back, gets it over to Pope. Pope to Daniels. Daniels is going to swing it to Pope. Pope has Freeman in front of him, but they are playing the zone still.
Yeah, we're going to see this 2-3 all night from Reynolds. They don't come out of it unless they absolutely have to. And with a 4-point lead, things are going right in the direction of Reynolds' way.
54 seconds, the clock is running. Under 48, 47, still getting direction from their coach. Play comes in. Pope gets it set up. He goes to the left, comes back to the right, brings it back over for Allison. Allison gets the dribble drive penetration, puts it up in front of Pruitt. Doesn't go up strong, but Ingram is right there, unable to get it. There's going to be the rebound, number 22, Henry. And Henry gets R.J. Reynolds started on the break. Gets the ball back up to Pruitt. Pruitt to Freeman. And there's Pruitt with a big dunk. With 18 seconds later to go.
There's Placker just playing simple basketball, driving and kicking to the right teammate for the dunk.
There it is. So Ingram is getting it set, 8 seconds left. He's going to be high wing. He's going to give it to Pope. Pope is going to go right at Pruitt. Good, strong take. Unable to do anything. There's going to be off of Reynolds. So it's going to be 1.2 seconds. Reynolds up by 6, 30-24. So NorCom is going to try to get one play in. This could be a good play. Here's a 3-point buzzer, and it's going to go short off the tip of the rim. And that's going to be the first half here at the Winston-Salem Preparatory Academy, the Hoop Cities Invitational. So right now we have halftime. Going in, R.J. Reynolds came out slow. All the energy was right behind NorCom. What changed in the game, L.A.?
That was 2 things. That was Chris Freeman and Nakia Pruitt. They didn't show up in the first quarter, but right in that second quarter they started getting in the groove and battled their way back to build a 6-point lead coming into the halftime.
Now, did that 2-3 zone slow NorCom down?
Zone, they're forcing NorCom to do what they kind of want. Is going to have to knock down some shots to get themselves back in this game after taking an early 8-point lead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up for the halftime. We'll catch you right back for second half action right here, Winston-Salem Prep Academy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Winston-Salem Preparatory Academy for the Hoop Cities Invitational presented by Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting up our second half, third quarter. RJ Reynolds 30, IC NorCom 24. And the score didn't seem like it was going to be like that in the very beginning. Mr. L.A. Logan, can you tell them why we didn't think there probably was going to have this type of score situation going on?
Well, NorCom came out of the gate storming, came up, built a 10-2 lead very quick on Reynolds, just showing effort and energy. And then Reynolds settled down and got into a rhythm. Pruitt started getting busy, just like he is right here, going to the basket. And Freeman, who just got fouled, is about to go to the foul line. They opened up a little bit and helped Reynolds to a 30-24 halftime advantage.
There it is. So when you have some go-to players, you know, it settles everything down pretty fast. And then when they can start making some buckets, that really turns around the situation. So you got Freeman going to the line.
Reynolds' 2-3 zone is giving NorCom some problems. They're just throwing up a couple of threes. Kevin Davis, you know, he shot about 4 or 5 times straight without even thinking about passing it to his teammates.
Yeah, not setting up the offense at all.
Yeah.
But like you said, he might be one of the shooters for the team, but right now we haven't seen that. So here's the guy that we do know is one of the starters for the team, Ingram. He's going to give it over to Davis, swing it around to Fields. Fields to Ingram to Pope. Pope, another fire starter for this IC NorCom team. Fields is going to bring it back out. He's going to call a play.
They just got to get moving and try to penetrate this zone to break it down.
There's Gordon. He's one of the guys with some inside size for IC NorCom. And it is really, this zone is really suffocating them right now. And Pruitt is right there with a big block.
Walking them right there in the middle with a block.
There's Freeman giving the ball up to Pruitt. Pruitt is going to bring it up the middle of the floor. Gets it off to Blackard. Blackard puts it in the corner for number 30, Henry. Henry fakes the three-point shot, gets it back to Blackard. Blackard is going to set up the call. There's Freeman. Freeman is going to drive with the left hand up and in. Good ball by Freeman on that one.
Nice left-hand drive, nice left-hand finish.
And it looks like this 2-3 zone is really taking a task on NorCom.
Pruitt is changing everybody's shot.
There it is. Oh, and there's the up and the turnover in the air. Fields is going to bring it up. He's going to pull it back. There's Gordon with the drop step, and there's 2 points for number 12, Gordon.
That's how you contain the shot blockers. You give them a pump fake, get them up in the air.
So that looks to be the successful situation for IC NorCom, getting the ball in transition and running, not allowing them to set up in that half court. There's a good screen by Kia Pruitt. There's the ball up. Bad shot. There's going to be a.
Oh yeah, that was a total force. Total forced effort by Chris Freeman. He's got to just be unselfish and pass the ball.
So Fields is going to start up top, and again, slowing it down is a good way to try to figure out some offense, but the situation for NorCom is they haven't been able to put anything together in the half court since very early in the first quarter. There's a three-point attempt by Ingram. No good, and there's the rebound. Blackard is going to bring it up the court. He's going to go crossover left hand into the lane, drops it off for Henry, and there's the missed putback attempt, and there's the transition, and there it is, Pope going up and putting it up for 2 points. So the score is 34-28. NorCom down by 6. 5:06 remaining in the third quarter, and there's going to be a timeout. And again, those are the things that we said. The transition for NorCom is really going to help them.
Yeah, they try to get the ball out quickly as possible so that Reynolds can't set up their 2-3 zone, which is causing NorCom problems right now. So looks like that's going to be their equation, is to just try to get defensive rebounds, don't give Reynolds any second chance opportunities, and try to get out and run before Reynolds can get back in their 2-3 zone. Looks like they're going to have some success to that. They just got to get stops, which they haven't been able to get.
So coming out of the timeout It's going to be Pope at the line shooting 1 after knocking down the layup and getting the foul. 5:06 remaining in the third quarter. We're here at the Hoop City Invitational presented by Champion. Great sponsor for this invitational. Been playing basketball since 9 a.m. for all the North Carolina fans. That is a great day of basketball. And for everywhere else, oh, and there's some intensity on the defensive end. Fields gets it off after Pope creates the turnover. Fields is going to get the and one, and that was so intense from Pope on Blackard. And Blackard is going to come out. He's going to have to talk to coach about that one. It's just the intensity and the ball handling skills on that.
That was just a better defense right there. Yeah. NorCom's got the loose ball, was able to apply massive pressure on Blackard right there and able to get that and one layup.
Oh, and here comes the full court press for NorCom. So they're going to try it. Oh, they're going to back off. So they start off with the early pressure and then back off. Chris Freeman gets it over to Akia Pruitt. I don't know if he's smiling or he's chewing on his – oh, he's chewing on his mouthpiece. Wow. It looks like he's smiling. There's Ingram with a good pick. Another gets the ball up to – is that Pope or Fields? Fields, and there's another 2 points. So the score has swung in the favor of IC NorCom. 34-33, 1-point lead now for RJ Reynolds. Only 4 points in this second half so far for
Kevin Davis. Make shots like that, take shots like that, then
let's go ahead and stop this swing right now. First quarter to there it is. Pruitt starts at the top, gives it right back to Ingram. Ingram is going to go to the hole, takes it right at Pruitt. Pruitt with a great defensive play. There's going to be Fields with the offensive rebound. Davis is going to step back for the three.
Looking to have, and that's why they hold a 3-point lead right now.
Trying to keep it moving, staying out of that half-court set where that 2-3 zone is eating them up. And here's another drive. Henry, strong drive, gets the inside, and he gets it off the paint. 39-40. RJ Reynolds down by 1, but this game has turned into a very intense battle.
That's just a great play by Tim Henry. Driving the baseline and being able to get the easy layup.
There's Ingram with a baseline drive, tries to get the ball to. So there was a errant 3-point shot. Pope tried to get it, unable to, steps on the line, so the ball is going to go the other way. We have a substitution, number 34, Clark. Number 34, Saquon Clark, a junior forward, 6'4". Yaya Bilal gets the ball, tries to get it into number 23, right, unable to. There's Ingram right at the basket, and there's 2 points for Ingram. Builds the lead to 42-39.
NorCom is just being so effective right now out on their defense.
Yaya Bilal with a short jumper, unable to make it, and there's Fields pushing it. And this is a good point guard right here, ladies and gentlemen. Gets to the hole and one.
Just like we've been saying, NorCom just getting in transition. Getting in transition, just making plays. Getting out on the break, which is what they do best, using their athleticism.
These guards have been pushing and making sure that everything is getting challenged. NorCom is doing that to Reynolds. Reynolds has to pick up some kind of intensity.
They definitely just got to start hitting some shots so they can get back in their 2-3 zone and stop allowing all these fast break opportunities for NorCom.
1 minute, 37 remaining in the third quarter, 44-39. NorCom back on top of RJ Reynolds. Hits the free throw, Fields does. Gives him 11 points on the game. Rodnax brings it up. Akia Pruitt. Pruitt is going to drop it off. Nice pass by the big man, dropping it off for Tim Henry.
That's a very nice pass by Pruitt. He could have easily went up and got the foul, but he said, no, I'm going to just lay this one off to my man, Tim.
And that's a big man that is able to make everything happen. Davis with a strong drive against Pruitt, and that's going to be a foul on Pruitt, but Davis picks up the drive.
Yeah, Davis has changed his game from the first half to the second half. Now he's attacking the basket, getting great opportunities, high shot percentage opportunities instead of the 20, 23-footers he was taking in the first half.
There's a free throw. Good. That gives him 9 points.
Yep. There's another turnover by Reynolds. They just can't seem to crack this NorCom press.
Broadnax tries to get the ball to Yaya Bilal, and they have a little conversation trying to get everything together. But one good thing about this, R.J. Reynolds gets to settle down into that half-court zone.
Yep.
So 48-41 NorCom. I see NorCom up over R.J. Reynolds. 1 minute remaining. There's Davis with a strong drive, unable to make anything happen. Ball gets swung back to Fields for the three-pointer, unable to get it. Tipped out. Ingram picks it up. He's going to drive right into the lane. There's going to go to left-hand switch, unable to. Davis puts the ball up and in, and that's going to be another foul on Akia Pruitt. And ladies and gentlemen, that's 3 fouls on the big man.
Kevin Davis starting to emerge right here in the second half, grabbing that offensive rebound for a putback. Now he's at the line for one shot opportunity.
And Davis, like you said, he has really come and changed up his game. Not settling for those jump shots, but really getting in there and trying to put the ball on the rim.
And that's when he's at his best, working in the paint, attacking the rim.
And misses the free throw. 39 seconds and rolling. 50-41, NorCom up over R.J. Reynolds. Broadnax brings the ball up, gets it over. And there's the hustle plays everywhere. Fields.
That's who you see. You see these burgundy jerseys just flying around the court while the Reynolds just staring, looking at them.
Man, they are flying everywhere. There's Henry. Henry's been very solid this game. There's Yaya Bilal. Yaya Bilal gets the ball over to Chris Freeman. Freeman puts the ball on the deck. Goes left-handed, goes right-handed, swings back into the paint, unable to get anything. Yaya Bilal, deep three-pointer is going to miss badly to the right, and there's going to be NorCom bringing it back up, gets it over to Daniels' hands. Daniels is going to stop, gets it back into the point guard's hands. Fields gets it over to Pope. Pope out of control. There's Yaya Bilal trying to get a three-pointer off, unable to, hits the front of the rim. 9-point lead for NorCom going into the fourth quarter.
That was a pretty solid quarter by NorCom, being able to just continue to turn the ball over while Reynolds couldn't get back into their defensive set. Advantage NorCom.
Advantage, and that's going to be the big thing. Will R.J. Reynolds be able to hit enough baskets, as you say, for them to get back and get set? Because we saw a whole quarter go by where NorCom couldn't get anything set up.
Well, that's the biggest question for Reynolds right now. Can they settle back down and play like they did in the second quarter? Yeah, we've seen a trend. The first and third quarter, not so well. Second quarter went pretty well for Reynolds, not so well for NorCom. So coming into this fourth quarter, we're going to see the same trend. If we see the same trend, that means Reynolds is going to have a big quarter right here.
Yes, it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one of those things that, we bring up, especially during a broadcast like this, both of us have been watching SportsCenter and ESPN pretty much since we've been younger. So we have the pleasure of, calling a game with R.J. Reynolds, who has one of the most famous alumni whose actual 1-year anniversary of his passing just passed Stuart Scott.
Yeah.
So this is actually, one of those cool things about, the game and broadcasting is we're sharing in something that we love, and we get to call the alumni high school of Stuart Scott. Both of us probably look up to him in the broadcasting position. So it's really cool to see.
Stuart Scott was one of the reasons why I wanted to step in, to the media role, not just pray for him and his family, and hopefully we'll be at ESPN one day.
Oh, that would be great. And Davis comes back with a big three-pointer.
Yeah, that's a big-time shot by Kevin Davis. He set that shot up by going paint.
And Freeman wanted all of those. came all the way down, wasn't looking anywhere, but he made a play, didn't get it to fall, but this is where it's going to pick up. Right now, 53-41, 12-point lead, and like you were saying, since we've been on air, once you out of that 10 points, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yep. Especially shot clock, you're going to have to come out of that zone. You're going to have to extend it. You're going to have to do whatever you got to do because just sitting back in that zone, NorCom could just run the clock out. They can hold the ball for 7 straight minutes, and that'll be the ball game.
Oh, and
now they're matching up.
There it is. There it is. Man. See? That's why you need the greatness of Mr. L.A. Lowe. Yeah. He called it 3 seconds before it comes up. Davis is going to miss short on the jumper. Akia Pruitt gets the ball. He's going to push it. He's going to come across half court. He's going to get tied up, and there's going to be a foul. And that is going to be the second team foul for NorCom. So that's going to keep the possession with R.J. Reynolds. Freeman is going to be the inbound man, getting it over to number 22, Henry. Henry is going to get it back to Blacker. Blacker was taken out after, a very, very, very tough defensive situation that he was dealing with. There's the ball in. Good ball by Freeman. Here's Henry back up with it. High off the glass, unable for it to hit, and Daniels comes down with the rebound. Daniels is going to slow it up. Gets it over to Fields. Fields brings it back to Ingram. 6:10 remaining in the game. 53-41. There's Ingram, man, matched up against Henry.
When teams lose their aggressiveness after taking a 10, 12-point lead, this is how they tend to lose ball games. You still got to stay aggressive.
Have to stay on the team. And there's going to be an offensive foul.
It's another foul.
And that's going to get the ball back to R.J. Reynolds.
Yeah, you keep stopping the clock. You gotta play. The clock is your friend and your enemy all at the same time.
There's Henry with another strong drive, and that's going to be an – oh, did they give him the and one? Yes.
Yep.
He is going to get the and one.
Wasn't even looking at the rim on that one. Just threw it up like in the backyard and went in.
And sometimes the prayers are answers. Sometimes.
Yeah. Tim Henry out there playing horse by himself.
There it is.
Too bad he couldn't hit the free throw.
Oh, man, you got to make the ones from the charity stripe on those. Ingram is going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to get set. When you have so many people that can handle the ball, it makes it a lot easier, especially now that Reynolds is out of that 2-3 zone.
Yep. Spaces the floor. Just don't take any crazy shots. And every shot you want should come from inside the paint. Should have come from inside the paint.
There it is. So it's on the high wing. Ingram comes all the way down. There's going to be a foul. Shooting 2, number 5. Blackard is going to get called for the foul.
Now you just got to make your free throws. Let's see if NorCom can do that. In this case, Ingram. He's had a pretty good game for NorCom so far.
Yeah, Travis Ingram. Stats have him at 8 points at the moment.
Yep. With one that could have counted as 4 points.
So he does get one from the line.
Yep.
So Blackard is going to bring the ball down with a lot of pressure in his face, and he actually breaks it very well. I think he's shaking that off. And there's Pruitt with a strong move inside, unable to get it to fall down, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. So Pruitt being very aggressive on that play. 5:06, 54-43. R.J. Reynolds is down.
Still a long way to go. 5 minutes is a long time in a basketball game.
First shot is good. So Pruitt knocks down the first shot.
This is the second.
This is the second. Ingram with the rebound.
So now for NorCom, it's time to be patient and aggressive all at the same time. That's how you win ball games. You got to be able to do both at the same time. And this, folks, is the reason why we do need a shot clock in the state of North Carolina.
There it is. Freeman gets the rebound. Oh, goes behind his back, gets the ball taken. Then he pouts a little bit about it, and not really a good situation. Fields gets back to the cup, puts it in for two. There's Blackard trying to make something happen, and that's a tough play right there.
Yep. That could have easily been a no call. That would have easily could have been NorCom's ball right there, but the ref decided to bail Blackard out on that play.
Yeah, Blackard, a senior, really trying to take something into his own hands, and understandable, but sometimes it's just not what you need.
Yeah.
So 56-44, RJ Reynolds down 12. Yaya Bilal checks back in for Chris Freeman, excuse me.
And he misses both. That's a surprise that Will missed both free throws. And he's usually a knockdown free throw shooter or knockdown jump shooter.
That's tough when you have seniors who are unable to make big baskets like that. You know, we saw our last game where we had a freshman make huge free throws to get the drive started. So
that's why he was on the floor.
Yep, exactly.
The ability to make plays in crunch time. As a basketball player, who cares who starts the game? It's all about who finishes the game.
4-11, 44-56. RJ Reynolds down 12 points. NorCom has done a great job of putting the pressure on them in this second quarter.
They've done a terrible job of making free throws to try to put this game away.
Yes.
But they keep getting turnovers.
And
here comes another layup.
There it is.
Man, these guys are so quick. Their change of speed is so quick. As soon as that ball reverses and they get on offense, man, they just fly to the other side of the rim.
Oh, and then there's a traveling call right there on Henry. And NorCom is really pushing the aggression right now, really pushing the aggression.
Reynolds going to have to call a timeout to get resettled.
They're going to play man going up the court. Ingram is going to be the point guard on this situation. He gets it over to Fields. Fields is going to take it all the way down, and there's another bucket by Fields. And he is playing ball, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a nice floater by Trevor right there. Travis Fields, excuse me. Still staying patient, but yet staying aggressive.
Fields is up to 17 points.
Fields definitely answered the call today after that second quarter letdown by NorCom.
Going to the line, shooting. It's going to be Broadnax. Left hand shot, rims out. And again, Ingram right there with the rebound. Ingram has been a little bit of everywhere. He's been the best rebounder for NorCom today.
There it is, just wasting time off of that clock with a 15-point lead. That's all you need to do.
There we are.
You got to take care of the ball.
Under 3 minutes. Oh, timeout right at the 3-minute mark for NorCom.
Yeah, the coach seeing the ball getting a little bouncy. He didn't like that too much, and he actually needed that timeout before they turned the ball over.
Yeah, it was a good situation, good timeout. You know, calm the situation down. You're up 15.
Yep.
You know, get them to relax and play within the flow still that they're going. RJ Reynolds needs to find something.
This is the only time where you play smart basketball. That's all you want to do is play smart basketball for 3 minutes, 3 solid minutes.
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Champion, for putting on the Hoops City Invitational here at Winston-Salem Prep. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the bench for NorCom was pulling on the shorts of Pope while he was trying to inbound right in front of them. I don't think that's usually what you want to do when you're up 15 and trying to get a good win away from home. Very interesting on that. So Broadnax is going to get the inbound. Gets it down to Freeman. Freeman is going to drive. Chris Freeman up, and he gets fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line. Hasn't had much luck on the free throw line today, so hopefully this will be a little bit better for him. Oh, he gets the first one, bouncing around a little bit, but it falls through the cup. That's his 11th point of the game. Misses a second. There's a rebound, gets the ball into Ingram. Ingram is going to be the in-game ball handler, with Fields on the bench right now. Ingram and Pope both can get to the cup whenever they want to, but it's going to be Ingram with the main ball handling duties. Daniels is also another ball handler, and then Yaya.
All you want to do is just waste time off that clock. Waste time and go to that free throw line and knock them down.
There it is.
It's going to take a miracle for Reynolds to get back into this one.
Yeah. 2:29 remaining in the game. Back up to a 15-point lead, 61-46. Reynolds not being able to hit any shots to keep them in that half-court defense really threw them into a bind. There's an injured player on the court, Yaya Bilal. He's going to get subbed out. Number 33. Christian Alford is going to be a senior two-guard that's going to come in.
Yeah, I think Coach done empty this bench and then kind of call it quits.
Yeah, Coach Martin is ready just to empty it. Let the guys get a couple minutes playing time. You never know when you're going to need them down the line. Also brought in number 23, Tremont Wright. He's a senior. So Broadnax is going to be the main ball handler. He's going to get to the hole. There's a scoop and score. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. 2:08 remaining, 62-48.
Still just 14-point lead. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Man, we might see Pruitt come back into this game and they try to inch a little closer.
Now, would you bring him in with 2 minutes remaining? What would you have to get down to? What score would make you feel comfortable with bringing your big guy back?
You're not coming out of the game.
Oh, gotcha.
you're in there. I mean, I'm going to give you, hey, I believe in miracles.
Well, looks like Coach Martin is not on the same page with our crack analyst, Mr. L.A. Logan today. So number 24, Xavier Coles is going to come in. He's going to empty the bench, getting some guys some time. Number 31, Noah Rumpf is going to come in.
That's just I don't know if you want to call it a terrible loss, but it's a pretty bad loss. Pretty bad loss.
Yeah, especially when you're up at half. It became an intensity game. You didn't come out of the halftime with the intensity. One of those situations. So if you're getting on the bus and you're working on something Monday, what are you working on at R.J. Reynolds?
Defense. You got to get stops. And you got to work on being able to handle pressure. I mean, be able to handle pressure off a missed shot. You got to get back on defense. You can't jog back. You got to sprint back. And unfortunately, NorCom sprinted on offense. We're able to get a lot of fast break opportunities off of Reynolds' turnover. So you're going to have to be able to take care of the ball for one, get back on defense part two, and then just execute on your offense. Be unselfish. You do those things, man, you rebound along with that, you will be in the game.
So
every single game.
Minute 20 remaining.
That's a wrap.
NorCom puts the ball up. There's another 2, and that's going to be 18 points. And I don't think that there's any comeback left in R.J. Reynolds. Coach Martin actually has brought in all the bench players right now. There's a long 3 from Broadnax. I think he's going to take the remainder of the shots. There's Pope is going to go up, unable. Oh, Pope does make the basket. 20-point game, 1 minute remaining. And the ball is actually going to stay with NorCom. So they're going to get another possession.
A lot of things to clean up if you're the Reynolds head coach after this loss. A lot of things to clean up. And everything is simple, though. It's simple cleanup. It's all about fundamentals. Who wants it more than somebody else? NorCom wanted it more than Reynolds today. That's all it boiled down to. 2 equally matched teams should never get beat by 20.
So if you're the coach of NorCom,
yeah,
you do win a game by 20, but you did have a really, really tough second quarter.
Yeah.
What can you pull from this game to make your team that much better?
The effort. There's no doubt in my mind who was the aggressor today for 3 quarters. And it still continues to show that within these last 30 seconds who the aggressor is in this game. So you just take it to a fact like, hey, we turned the ball over a little more than we wanted to. We got down. We let Reynolds get back into it. But at the end of the day, in the second half, we won the second half. We won 3 quarters to 1. And you can live with that as a coach.
There it is, 2-1, and that is the game. 70-50. IC NorCom travels from Virginia, comes all the way down to North Carolina, and gets a big win over R.J. Reynolds. So we had some pretty good games today. Good doubleheader. Myself, David Oliveira, Mr. L.A. Logan. Mr. Logan, what did you see today from some of the basketball in the area?
Oh, man, we had some quality basketball, a lot of size, a lot of prospects, a lot of 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". A lot of guys doing a lot of good things as far as the fundamental aspect of the game. The teams that were supposed to win actually won. I mean, and then every game you got 2 teams. One has to win, one has to lose. And unfortunately for Reynolds and Middleburg, they went home with some L's today.
Yeah, and, it happens. There's always going to be things that you can learn from. But as we say here from Netcast Sports, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for the Hoop.
You're all right.
Oh, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to the Invitational hosted by Champion. We appreciate you all for joining in, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you.
2016.